Good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, April the 11th. The time right now in Singapore is 1:22 in the afternoon. Overnight on Wall Street, we have a bit of a volatility, but not very much because the liquidity was actually not very high because we have Europe that basically not open for business because they observe Easter Monday holidays. And what the market did in the US initially was to drop. Actually, there was a bit of a slide going on in across US equity markets, but around midnight the market started to recover, and by the end of the night the market actually registered a marginal gain based on last Thursday's closing price. So we have a bit of a gain. Dow Jones actually gained something like 0.3% or 101 points. So we can see that in the 4 hours time frame the market remains a little bit supported, but I think this market movement overnight may actually not be able to sustain. I think the market will, once the market breaks this near-term support line, it may actually decline all the way to the 50% mark of the low between 31,805 to 33,634.7. So I think the midway point here is a natural level in which the market may be able to find support. So let's see whether this pans out to be what I think it is going to be. So I'm still a little bit biased to the downside, so watch out for the market to decline going into tonight's trading. So over in the S&P 500, we also see the same thing here. The S&P 500 only managed to gain 0.1% or 4 points, so it's not very strong recovery, and you can see in the opening market actually goes down before it closes back up again. So again, I think the market is biased to the downside. Once the market takes out the most recent low here at 4,069, I think the market may actually go down to test the midpoint of 3,909 to 4,133. So the midpoint here is 4,021. So there is a possibility the market may actually test the lower end first, and let's see what happens thereafter. Okay. Over in the Nasdaq, similarly, I think the market may not be able to go that much higher. I think there's a risk the market can only do so much. Okay. Between 12,517 to 13,204. The midpoint here is 12,860. So I think over on Thursday we can see the market actually tested this level, and overnight last night we actually saw market actually testing this level one more time. So there's obvious support here at the 50% mark here, but by the look of things, there is still the possibility the Nasdaq want to go higher. So I won't be surprised because currently the Nasdaq 100 and the Dow Jones, especially the S&P 500, they are not moving in sync. So the tech stock is still getting a lot of bids, so there's a possibility the Nasdaq 100 may actually take up marginally the 13,204 that we saw last week. So we have to see what happens from here onwards. Over in Asia, we see that in the Nikkei 225, we have a bump up this morning to 28,069, 68 thereabout, and then the market starts to go sideways. Okay, so there's a possibility based on this recovery. I think that's all you can do. I do not believe you can take up 28,282. So if the market start to decline, I think the next target will be around 27,000 to 27,220 levels. Okay, so this is bracket of prices for time being, assuming 28,068 is not taken out this afternoon. Okay, so in Hang Seng has actually registered a marginal high this morning. Now yesterday, the Hong Kong being a former British colony, also observed Easter Monday. I'm sorry, Easter Monday holidays, and this morning it actually went up to 20,750, and it's very close to my actual target of 20,800. So we will see. I think the market has already possibly hit its target, and we will see what happens as the market pulls back. If it breaks 20,000, then we will see probably the next level of support is going to lie at 15,500. So we will see this is a step down thing. Okay, so we have a level of a couple of levels of support on the way down if the market actually tops out at today's high at 20,750. Okay, over in the mainland equity index, you can see that the market actually also went up on yesterday to a high of 4,132. This morning there was no new high attempt, so possibly the market may have already picked out for a time being. So we will see where the market wants to lead us to. Temporarily, the bottom here, significant bottom will be at just under 4,000. We will see if the market will decline to this level, and then we will observe again what it does. Okay, over in energy market, crude oil remains in consolidation. This consolidation has been um, a week now. Okay, so the high traded this one was $81.75. There's a possibility market may drift lower. I still hold out the idea that the market may actually pulls back to about $77.50, and if it does so, then maybe that will be a good area to actually position longs. I don't expect the market to be able to cover this gap here at $75.35. If it does, that will be a bonus, but I don't think it can this round because there is simply no momentum behind this. Okay, but the one that actually moved last night was actually natural gas. Natural gas went up to a low of $1.99, and yesterday we have a major bump up to $2.22. And right now we go into a bit of consolidation. There's quite a bit of potential, in my opinion. There is, in my opinion, the possibility the market may challenge $3 all the way, which is somewhere in the April, what do you call it? You see, March 12 or March 11 high. Okay. So anyway, I think there is a possibility the market may go all the way to challenge the $3 level. So there's quite a bit of potential in natural gas. Now, over in gold, it's a bit of a disappointment because I was expecting gold to actually rally, but the pullback was actually a lot deeper than I expected. Now, on a close-to-close basis, the market did not break below the previous resistance and support line. So the low traded yesterday was $1,981.70. Now, currently, as the market is recovering back to above 2,000, it may just continue to go higher. But I suspect there's a possibility the market may be stopped within this range of prices between $2,007 to $2,013, because unless the market can blast through this $2,013, there's a possibility the market may do another leg down. And if we have another leg down, the probable target will be at $19,050. Okay, there is a possibility here. Ideally, the market continue to search higher and then take out $2,032 all the way to $2,070 before it reverses. But for the time being, let's consider the possibility that between this level of $2,007 to $2,013, there could be some kind of resistance here. There is very little pullback in silver. Silver managed a low of $24.56, and now it's gone. It looks like it's going to blast off, getting ready to blast off. So the high traded this round is $25.13. So let's see whether it will take out this level here and then lead gold on the way up. Okay. Dollar, on the other hand, we have experienced a bit of a rebound, which is sharper than what I expected, but the market actually now has beginning to lose steam. The high traded last time 102.48. Now it does look like it's beginning to lose steam. So there is a possibility it may actually go below 101.09 this time. Okay. In currencies, sterling looks like it's getting ready to blast off. If the dollar index starts to fall back below 101.09, then of course, corresponding speaking, this currency is going to rally. And I do think that the possibility of the sterling taking the lead, okay, in the currencies is pretty high. So I'm just waiting for this market to take out this resistance line here, and eventually take out 125.25. Okay, so I'm basically long in sterling right now. Over in this correct dollar versus the euro versus the dollar, I have a little bit of a counter trend look. It does looks like, although currently the euro has been supported at 109, so 108.31. Okay, there is a possibility if the market unravels, okay, it may actually take out the support line here, and if that's the case, the market may be looking much lower prices. Of course, on the way down, there's going to be a lot of pocket in which you may actually find support. Now, the first pocket is, of course, between 108.30 to 108.60, which we saw yesterday. Okay, so today, as the market takes out, if the market takes out the support line here, the next pocket of resistance is going to be at 107.40 to 107.90. If this cannot hold, of course, the market is going to go back to 105.16 levels. Okay, over in Aussie, I think the market is doing we call it rebound here, and if the market rebounds back and couldn't go back up, convincingly above the bottom of this rising channel, this level here is going to act as a kind of a resistance, and I think the market may eventually falls back to test the 0.6565 in the Aussie versus the dollar. The dollar yen, because of yesterday's rally in the dollar index, was a little bit surprisingly strong. Market actually went up to 133.86. Okay, and now this is a bit stronger than I expected because I actually was short at 133.60, and I actually went back to sell again around 132.50, and the market actually went up to 133.86. Okay, so this was a little bit stronger than I expected. If the market can pull back today to somewhere around 132 30 levels, I may actually decide to exit all my short position, because if that is the case, there's a possibility of a larger three-wave rally back to 134.75. So these shorts that I've taken up, maybe I will exit if the market can pull back to 132.30 levels, and then I'll just watch. Maybe I will reposition my shorts around 134.75 to 135.75. Okay, so this 100 pip range is probably the new selling range. Okay. Over in dollar Canadian, we are beginning to see that the dollar actually rebound back to 135.55 overnight, but it's losing steam now. You can see the market right is just sitting on the bottom of the rising channel here. If it breaks, the market may actually attempt to break 134. So this is looking likely to be the case. So we will see what happens. Over in the Bitcoin itself, we can see Bitcoin yesterday, although the market has been only half a day, not half a day, half the world is open. Okay, but we can see that Bitcoin yesterday took the opportunity to punch through the 30,000 levels, go all the way to $30,438, and now it's losing a little bit of steam. So in the afternoon or within the day itself, if the market do slide back to somewhere around 29,150 levels, I think this is an area which is the midpoint between where the market took off, and this could be one area in which to see the accumulation of more buying interest. I think this market is going to go beyond 32,000. Okay, looking at the way the structure is. So there you have it for the day. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye bye.